Top 5 Best presents. Woman has 44 kids by age 36 and is raising them alone. To give yourself just a bit of a pick-me-up, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to experience more shocking stories like this one every day. Mother's Day recently passed, but celebrating motherhood does not always have to be reserved for one day out of the year. Being a mother is a beautiful thing, one that should always be honored and revered for the monumental undertaking that it amounts to being. One mother and father raising one child is probably one of the most difficult tasks in the world to get exactly right, and frequently enough, even parents with the best intentions just don't. Any ratio of parents to children that is less than 1-to-1 becomes even more difficult by orders of magnitude. We hear stories every day of the sheer difficulty inherent to being a single mother of, say, 2 children. Merely 2 children can upset the balance enough to make life an incredibly steep uphill battle. Keep that in mind as we continue. Some people just have a predilection for having many children. This can occur in a number of ways, but the somewhat cruel part is that it seems to disproportionately affect women who do not have the means to constantly support children. There are many stories of single parents with 3, 4, 5 children even. But when the number starts to exceed, say, 6, many would start to see the task as unreasonably difficult, nigh impossible. But sometimes, albeit very rarely, you just find yourself in a situation where you can't stop having kids. No matter what you try to do to limit yourself, it just doesn't quite work. What would the result of something like that be? Well, you get a situation like the one where a very dedicated mother finds herself in. A woman who had given birth to an incredible 44 children by the age of 36 is raising her family as a single mother. 39-year-old Mariam Nabatanzi from Uganda gave birth to her first children, twins, a year after she married her 40-year-old husband at the age of 12. She then gave birth to 5 more sets of twins, 4 sets of triplets, and 5 sets of quadruplets, all with the same father. As reported by Reuters, Mariam's husband walked out on her 3 years ago, leaving her solely responsible for their 38 surviving children. During her last pregnancy, one of Mariam's 6th set of twins died during labor, her 6th child to die. It was then that Mariam's husband abandoned her, and now she only refers to him by using a swear word, adding, "I have grown up in tears. My man has passed me through a lot of suffering. All my time has been spent looking after my children and working to earn some money." After giving birth to her first set of twins, Mariam visited a doctor who advised her she had unusually large ovaries and that birth control pills may cause health problems. Even though large families are common in Uganda, the country has one of the highest birth rates in the world, with women giving birth to 5.6 children on average. Mariam's brood is considered big. Having given birth to 25 children by the age of 23, Mariam went back to the doctor for advice, but was told once again her ovarian reserve count was high. She works hard to provide for her family, collecting and selling scrap metal, brewing local gin, and selling herbal medicine. Mariam has also had jobs as a hairdresser and event decorator. The majority of her wages are spent on the children, as Mariam wants to have the best start for their life as possible. As mentioned before, having 2 children is a monumental task as is, but imagine having not just 22 children, but 22 times as many children. It is a wonder how she's able to survive it all. Just as a quick thought experiment, consider the cost of catering to an event for, say, 30 people. If everyone gets a decent, though not extravagant amount of refreshments, it could easily cost something like, say, $150 to $200. Now imagine that much and a half. So $225 to $300 spent every single day, not counting other living costs. It boggles the mind to attempt to consider how it's even possible. More power to you, Miriam. You're truly a supermom. Thanks for watching. Tap one of the 2 videos on the screen for another shocking story.